Good morning. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It is Sunday the 4th of December and I'm out here with my doggos. Spring has arrived. It's a miracle. Yes, the clouds have parted and we have sunshine. I thought I'd come on and give you guys a little reading today. We'll do a little update. This is just a general reading. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit like buttons guys, and always comment down below. We know YouTube plays around with my comments and does take them, but eventually they give them back. I know that you guys would probably be onto the just saying to the Elon Musk Twitter, it's all happening, isn't it? He's actually releasing some of this Hunter Biden. Yay, some truths are coming out. He's talking about that on Twitter, and he's also apparently on Redacted, they were talking about him releasing, there's going to be this releasing of more of these names and things to do with the little black book of Epstein. So, you know, there's some good things coming out, guys. There's some truths coming out. So we have to stay really strong and positive that eventually maybe some truths will come out about the reset agenda. We could only hope, fingers crossed. Sorry, my dog's knocking me over. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. You know what it's like shooting with my dogs? High maintenance rescue dogs. No, I do love them. All right, I'll close my eyes, guys. We'll get started. She's laying down now, Sophie. Sprocket's here chewing a bone. So excuse the munching in the background, but you know, got to be right under my feet. I'm sitting under my beautiful apple tree at the moment. All right, let's see where we go. God, I'm just getting like the public now is going, like, can't you give us more information? Can you please give us more information? Everybody wants more information. They want more information about the two things I just said, about the Hunter Biden laptop, about Biden. Biden's deteriorating so quickly, we can all see that. They're wanting more information about who are these corrupt people. We know there's a lot of pedophiles and a lot of this trafficking and stuff that's gone on for years and years and years. And then, of course, we've always got the royal scandals and things going on. So people are wanting... See, people... And this is probably the sleepwalkers. We do too. I mean, we're not... You know... We're not ones that don't want to know what's going on, because we get very curious too. We like to know the ins and outs of what's happening. That's what I was saying about the Meghan and Harry thing. A lot of us are going to get curious and watch what they've got to say about the royals. Like, it's just a curiosity thing. It's really human nature. But I'm getting that these sleepwalkers and people in general are wanting to extract the information and find out what's really going on. Like, this is a lot of stuff coming at people. You've got to admit, that's a lot of lies, deception, and then that's what happens. People start to realize, well, maybe this has happened around other things, because we do seem to be getting hit with the EVs and renewables and the currency, digital, you know, one bank and all this kind of stuff. That's a lot coming at people, so it is causing people to wake up. So it is happening, and the fact that they're even looking for the information is so brilliant. Gotta have a drink, guys. Very hot here. So this is positive. That means people are really starting to want to extract the information. So they're going to start searching. And this is good, because when they start searching, other things pop up as well. Let's see where else we go today. They're just saying these global elites, they're very cunning at redirecting the spotlight. We know that they are. We talk about it here all the time, about how the royals, you know, move the spotlight around. We know at the moment they're all in Boston at this big Earthshot event meeting. Very important to save the world and all about climate change, the same old thing. So these are all distractions, as we know, from all the garbage that's being rolled out. If we put everybody's mind on this and distract them with all this like fanfare and make it look really wonderful, then they're not going to see all of this in the background that we're actually doing, which is, you know, destroying coal-fired power stations and like wiping towns out with our renewable plans and blah blah blah. You know, so many things. This is happening globally, not just here in Australia. So these are all the distractions. If people see that these younger, see, that's why they always send in the young royals like Kate and William, because it gives that illusion that these young people really have their finger on the pulse and they know what's going on. So that's what I'm getting. It's the big distraction show again. We know it is. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work that out. See where else we go. Yeah, they're just saying there's a lot happening in the background by stealth. We know it is. We're always onto it, aren't we? Whenever there's something we see happening that's really big and it's shoved in their face on the media, we know there's something else happening. The true story is really happening in the background. Let's see where else we go today. God, I am getting England again. England over there, you feel like you're being punished for some reason. Let's see. It's like, you know what it feels like to me? It feels like since the Queen died, you guys feel like you're being punished for it. Like, this is really weird, I know. But it's like, since the Queen died, it feels like you guys have had to pick up all the slack. Like, the little people have had to pick up the slack and hold, like, England together. That's how it feels. It feels like, see, the Queen was such a pivotal character and such a pivotal person in her role that she made the people feel stronger, united. But then everything fell apart. And then the Queen died. And then it's like, it's almost showing me like someone flipping pancakes. Like, things are still in the air, like flipping a pancake and it's turning and it's still in the air. So I feel like over there you guys feel like you've been a bit left in the lurch. You've been mucked around with the whole Boris Johnson and the Liz Truss thing, and so you are looking for that stability. So I do feel like you've been, yeah, you feel like you've carried that load sort of on your own. But like I said, Sushi's going to stabilise things now. He's actually very bright. I know, Louise, a lot of you over there probably don't like him. And look, we never really like our reset leaders, do we? Let's face it. But I think at the end of the day, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. So you have to take things as a positive. It's better than, like, you know, someone who's going to just turn their back on the people and not acknowledge what they're going through, because he actually will. God, it's so hot here today. So I think Sushi's not that bad. I actually don't. I mean, we know the reset's not great. We all know that. But as far as a human being, I think he's got a little bit more of a caring side. He's not completely about the dollars. And see, this is probably what they're getting at here, because he's already wealthy. He's so wealthy in his own right. He doesn't need the money. So this is more for him about... I guess you would say power and control, but I do feel that he's got a very caring side as well. I keep saying it, keeps coming through, so I just have to share it with you guys. So I'm getting that for England. You are going to start to get supported again. Maybe not financially, as we know, but that's a global issue. That's not just there. All right, I'll see what else we get today. God, it's just showing me this is globally. People are just fumbling through their bills now. They're like, it's like showing me people with their bills. And most people, you know, are ahead in their bills and their finances, and they manage to keep things like in order and under control. But now it's getting like a bit chaotic for people to juggle. They're having to look at which is the priority bill, which one am I ahead in, which one do I need to pay urgently, which one can I go a few more days over. This is the point people are getting at now financially. They're having to sort their finances into an order of priority. This is bad. This is getting bad now. When people are starting to do that, it means things are getting really dire. Actually, it's funny because this week I've known a few people. One's put their business up for sale, and another family had a house and they're rebuilding another house, and they've had to move in with the parents so they can actually sell that house and sell that house without having to refinance and take more money out. So people are moving back in with parents. This is happening. Let me know down below if this is happening where you guys are. But there's a lot of this, people just can't afford the repayments. They can't afford the leases. There's just too many interest rate rises. It's really starting to really have an effect on people now, and I'm seeing it. This is just with normal people. This is just starting to happen. People are just starting to get, what's the word? The squeeze. They're starting to get squeezed now, especially small business. We knew that was always going to happen. So I am seeing that where I'm living. There's a lot of people having to move back in with parents, sell their businesses, probably sell their houses will be the next one. So I am getting that filing of people's bills. They're really having to focus on what's their priority bill, which, like, you have to pay your electricity because you don't want your lights going out, you know, whereas you might put your water rates off a little bit longer. This is kind of where people are at the moment. This is globally. They're making ends meet and they're just getting through it, but it's a tight squeeze now. Oh God, imagine 2023, because nothing's going to change. It's going to keep going up, everything. Let's see what else we get today. I'm just getting like people are finding a better way of living, and I think this probably relates to a lot of you guys watching my channel. People are looking for other avenues now. They're getting more creative. Like I said, we're all planting vegetables. We're trying to swap foods with people. It's almost like people are getting back to very basic lifestyles. We know that the travelling is going to be a thing of the past soon. They're going to really cut down on travel. People won't be able to move around the countries the way that they always have in the past, especially if they're controlling these things and what you've earned the right to travel. So I'm getting that people are already starting to become aware, and this could be some of the sleepwalkers too. They're starting to become aware of all this nonsense that's starting to be fed to them, spoon-fed to them, like I always say, the bad medicine, coffee elixir. They're starting to realise that, hang on a minute, something's really odd here. They are. They're, like I said, they took the denial bubble suit masks off, like the Masked Singer, and took their mask off and started to realise what was actually going on, but they're still in their denial bubble suits. But maybe they're going to start unzipping them soon, because honestly, it's just too obvious. We know it's too obvious. It's getting too obvious what's going on, that they're being taken down to zero and nothing. You can't be that silly, can you? Oh, like I said here, all the banks are shutting down in my town. Well, it's going to be one bank. Like, that says it all, doesn't it? And then you can go to the post office here and use that as a bank. But now those girls are getting stressed. All the staff up there are getting stressed at the post office, because they're turning into a bank plus everything else. Oh, it's just getting crazy. And the cost of postage, just saying, isn't that getting to you at Christmas time? Everything's just getting through the roof. All right, let's see where else we go today. Oh, Sophie scratching. God, this is for you in America. I'm really getting that Hunter Biden thing's going to really escalate now. It is. It's going to get, I think I said it before, it's going to get a bit ugly actually, and be a bit of a shitstorm over there, which wouldn't be bad, would it? Because it might be a way of getting Biden out. But I do feel there's a lot going to start coming out. I mean, there might be a lot more information around this than all of us even know of. Like, I mean, we know there's a lot of mention of China, but I feel like, hang on a minute. See, China's been, oh, Sophie, she's knocking me over. China's been very cunning, and this, we all heard him have a little go at Trudeau the other week about discussing their private meetings and things like that. So China would be on the edge, I would say, about this Hunter Biden thing. It's not going to paint them in a very good light either. We know it's not painting Hunter Biden in a very good light, nor Biden, because he covered it all up as well. So I do feel in the next few months this could get quite juicy and create quite a scandal over there. And what you've got to remember too is, guys, these are the things that wake the sleepwalkers up. They do. These are the things that will wake these people up, because now they know that things do get suppressed, things do hidden down the algorithms, things get taken off platforms, and now they're going to become aware of it. So that's a good thing, because it's highlighting to them that yes, government does control the mainstream media and all these social platforms that we're on. So that's a good thing, and I am feeling that there could be quite a scandal around this. Just let me see what else I get. Hang on. God, what's that word, impeachment? I'm getting the word impeachment. So if that means anything to you guys over there, I'm going to have to look that up. Isn't that when you, like, well, hopefully that's when you get taken off your position, isn't it? I don't know. But I am getting that word. So fingers crossed, guys, that something more comes of all this. And of course, that's what the guides are saying. All these things have to be proved. You can't just, naturally, they can't just come to some big conclusion and say you did this and you did that. You've got to have that physical evidence, which is starting to come out. So I do feel there's going to be this, like, I do keep getting the word impeachment. So whatever that means over there, maybe that's a positive word for you in America. I'm guessing, oh, wouldn't the stepping down be so good at Biden? Be so good. It'd be finally some justice. Because sometimes I know you guys and I on this channel, it feels like there's just no justice in the world, doesn't it? I know some of you out there think, oh, there's no karma, and people think they just get away with everything. But it's not true. It's not true. You have to really trust and believe that things come out in the end. They do. They're starting to. Gosh, you think back to a year or more ago, guys, we wouldn't have thought any of this truth had come out. We certainly wouldn't think that Pfizer and the CDC would come out with any of that sort of data or truths and information. And like I keep saying to you, there's going to be more coming out because there's more vaccine injuries. People are getting braver. They're starting to speak up about the things that have happened in their families, and you know, they were fearful in the beginning. They couldn't speak about these things. So you have to know that time's going to just bring more and more things out. It's like anything. Over time, more comes out about it because people feel safer to talk about it. So I am getting that, you know, we just have to trust in the process, guys. Let's see what else we get today. The guides are just saying for us, where there's a will, there's a way. See, we've always had that will. We've always had that will to fight back. We've always had that will for the truth to come out. We've always had the will for people to wake up. And it's coming. Where there's a will, there's a way, is what the guides are saying. And it is happening. There's always a way for people to start to wake up. There is. That's what's happening. Hang on. They're saying, like, they're just getting back to Biden, and they're saying he's going to say it's ridiculous. Like, there's no way that happened and I wasn't involved. And who's that woman with the dark curly hair that talks with Biden all the time? She's going to say it's ridiculous. She's always got this saying that she says all the time, but they're going to just start coming out now and saying this is ridiculous, just an attack. It's ridiculous. They're going to keep saying it's ridiculous and that there's no proof or evidence and this kind of thing. This will be about Biden, not about Hunter Biden, because we know there's lots of evidence and truth about that. So this is going to be a little shit show for a while, which is a good thing, guys. So I'm just getting that message as well. They're going to keep saying it's ridiculous and untrue and that they didn't interfere with the Twitter, you know how it goes, which we know that they did, because in the FBI, didn't Zuckerberg say they actually came and knocked on his door? I tell you what, he was pretty clever for actually coming out and saying that, if you ask me, because at least he took the heat off himself admitting that he was forced to do it. So he might manage to salvage his platforms because the old metaverse hasn't gone so well. Hang on, let me see what else we get today. Oh no, God, they're saying to me, it's like they're showing me the Adam and Eve story, and they're saying that the jabbed, this is the sleepwalkers and the people who are jabbed, they took the poison apple. Oh God, that's what they're saying. They took the poison apple. It's like they couldn't resist it, and they ate the poison apple. I'm not saying they're all going to die. I'm just saying it's not a great thing, is it? It's got the apple's got a negative connotation to it, which is really sad. I mean, some are placebos, we know that, but I am getting that, like, Adam and Eve thing, and the temptation was too much, and they just took the poison apple. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? And that was also, and they're showing me that was in Snow White, wasn't it? Where didn't she eat the apple off the Wicked Witch or whatever it was? That who was that queen that looked in the mirror? Snow White ate that apple and then it put her to sleep. So this is interesting, isn't it? So we've got a similar story going on here. So I wonder what'll wake up these sleepwalkers. We need a handsome prince to come in and kiss them and wake them up. But this is what I'm getting. And see, if you think about it, we got that tune the other week off Snow White. Whistle at while you work, didn't we? Gee, that's funny how all these things interconnect, isn't it? So I'm getting the poison apple. God, that's just not good. The shiny poison apple it's showing me as I sit under my apple tree. Maybe that's why. Oh, here's Sprocket having a little visit. So it's like put them to sleep. It's saying like the poison apple puts them to sleep. God, I wonder what's in these jabs. I'd love to know. Sounds like it's far more complex than we all know. But mind you, the media seemed to put them all to sleep. It was like the poison apple, wasn't it, at the time? Let's see what else we get. Hang on, I'll see if there's anything else today. Oh, I get some strange things. They give me some abstract things sometimes. Hang on a minute. God, I'm going to have to say it because I won't stop giving it to you. US sanctions against Russia, whatever that means. I'm not very big on all this political stuff, so bear with me, guys. You might be able to explain that to me down below, but I am getting there's US sanctions against Russia. And that's becoming a big issue now as well. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting Australia. I've still got to do more of my countries, guys. I haven't forgotten. I'm just doing them at random out of my hat. Still got a few to do. I'm getting Australia. Australia's fighting back against government. But again, it's still the strikes here. I know you guys are getting loads of strikes as well where you guys are. This is their safe way to protest, see. They're not as ballsy as all of us were. They find that a safer way to government. But as we know, the government's passed a lot of bills where protesting's a lot harder to do now and have your voice. But I am getting that for Australia. New Zealand as well. The capital, Wellington, it is the capital. I figured that out. They're actually going to have some fight backs and some protests again. They're coming. I feel like a lot of this is going to happen around March next year. There's going to be some big fight backs, but as we know, this is when they're going to hit everyone really hard and start really bringing everything in. And that's when the crap's going to get real and things are going to get ugly, guys. So be ready for that. That clown show that's going to arrive in March. I think everyone's just going to get through sort of Christmas and everyone's laying low key at the moment because they just want to enjoy something. And getting the kids back to school, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then I think that's when they're going to really hit everybody is next March with this more parts of the reset. We're already in most of the reset now, but this is going to be more of it. We talk about the orange carpet, the purple carpets, the rainbow carpets. There's that many carpets. Carpet rollouts of the reset, if you're new here. I'll see if there's something else to close with today. God, they gave me that song. I don't know who sings it. It's You've Got a Friend. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you gotta do is call. And I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. So I'm thinking that this is for all of us, guys. Just to know that we've got each other. We're supported. We're not alone. We are friends, even though we might live worlds apart. We've still built some little friendships here. Oh, sorry, my dog's always got to be right there. Is it Art and Garfunkel? Who sings that song? Oh, I don't know. When you call out my name and you know that I'll be there. See, I think that's what's really sad about what's happened to a lot of us in the past couple of years. We lost a real lot of friends. And family too. I mean, family's kind of stuck with you sometimes, but we still lost a lot of friends. We're just kind of reconnecting with family now, a lot of us, but we did lose a lot of friends, and that was really hard. I mean, my life completely changed. I know you guys went through the same things. I miss getting together with the girlfriends and having a laugh. Like, you know, it's very hard to reform those groups with other people. So at least that's something that I appreciate on here, is that I feel like I have friends and I have people, and we support each other and we laugh together. I mean, some of the stuff that God's given me is ridiculous, but you know, I think they do it just so we can have a laugh and cope with this ridiculous journey, because it's such a serious thing that we're going through that, you know, if you didn't laugh about it, you would just be curled up in the fetal position crying in the corner because you'd feel like your life was over. But you know, being freedom fighters and coming together with our little group in Terabella and everything, it's sort of given us that purpose to keep moving forward and find ways to keep navigating this absolute stupid rollout that they're coming at us with. So I'm going to leave you with that song today. You've got a friend, because you have. You've got a friend in me. Oh, that's another good song from Toy Story too. You got a friend in me. Oh, it's all about friends today. I think I had these songs the other week, didn't we? We had, wasn't it International Friends Day or something you guys ended up telling me? So today it's all about us coming together in these groups and just building new friendships. And like they said, even though they're miles away, they still come with, you know, great vibrations that really affect all of us and each of us. And I love that you guys talk to each other under my channel as well. It's beautiful. So look, stay strong everyone. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day. It's Sunday here. I'm going to go and hang with my dogs and do little bits and pieces around the house. No mowing today. It's too hot. So take care everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll come on and do a country very soon as well, so keep looking out for those as well. Okay, bye everybody. Don't forget to hit the like buttons and subscribe and comment down below. Bye.